Hi, everybody. How's it going? What's up, Serranos? Games misconduct? Twitter fears Lofti and the boys are doing the helicopter trick? Not sure what that means. Why does it say I have 0 live viewers? What does that mean? Oh, now it says I have 6. Okay. What's up, everybody? Tonight might just be like a quick stream. I was supposed to have Epic Mike on to talk about M3GAN, but he might have something came up last minute or something. Anyway, he might drop by. Anyway, but here's the deal. Apparently I ruffled some feathers with my review of M3GAN. And I I get a lot of shit for my reviews, it's how it is. Now here's the thing. Oh, let me invite Dermy, by the way. Dermy's here because Dermy had some interesting things to say on Twitter. We'll get into it. And wait, I can't remember what I titled this stream, but I want to talk about. Okay, so triggered with Twitter. Yeah, people seem to think I'm a contrarian, and we need to talk about that. People also seem to think that I like Rings of Power. We got to talk about that because I don't. Let me bring in Dermy. Hello.
You did like Rings of Power.
No, I didn't like Rings of Power. I gave it a 5 out of 10. I
don't know what first 2 episodes.
What about them?
You defended those first 2 episodes. You said they were good.
Okay. So here, I guess we could talk about it. People seem to think I like the show because I gave the first 2 episodes. Like I gave it a roughly like an 8 out. I combined the 2 and I was like, it's a decent start. Now, I have my reasons for that. I talked about them for hours and hours and hours on stream.
Yes, and they were shit.
We don't need to get... No, I mean, I think they were good opinions. We don't need to get into that. The point I'm trying... Let me find that tweet.
I called you a contrarian because I have the initial tweet. I haven't even watched M3GAN. I don't even know. I simply said that, hey, from all accounts, it's a fun movie. I have not even laid a claim on what the movie is good or bad. I've just heard it's fun.
Okay, well, chat. Some of you guys might have been in my stream when I was talking about M3GAN the other day. But here's my let me bring this. Here it is. Here was my review of M3GAN. Okay, it's caused some controversy. I don't know why. It's a January horror movie. January's where movies come out when they're not expected to do well, and it's not like I'm criticizing a fucking Top Gun here, but anyway, so I gave it a 3 out of 10. I really do not like this movie. I know I'm in the minority, but apparently people agree with me. I got 36 likes, and people below had some interesting things to say about it. They also...
Another Lofty L.
Basement Troll says, finally someone agrees with me on this movie. It sucked. Okay, Basement Troll usually disagrees with me. Ex Machina was deep. Jonathan, yeah. So I talked about how Ex Machina was basically what M3GAN should have been. And anyway, I got some people annoyed with my take. Now, look, I didn't realize M3GAN was so popular. I understand some people like it, but good Lord, are people triggered that I don't like this movie? What does chat think? First of all, I saw somebody said they like it. Oh, there he is, Basement Troll. Yeah, it did suck. Critical Drinker. Yeah, I unsubbed from Critical Drinker. Yeah, why would somebody unsub from somebody because they have a bad opinion? Like, I don't get it.
I almost unsubbed from you for your opinions a lot, but that's me.
Yeah, well, somebody said they unsubbed from Drinker because he called it a fun, intelligent movie. But hot take: video games. Oh wait, chat. I'm trying to read chat. PG-13 horror movies. 100% Serranos. 100%. Fuck PG-13 horror movies. Doesn't matter. Lofty Adventure of Robin Hood with Errol Flynn was peak cinema. No, I didn't get banned. Snafu. What's going on? What's going on? Twitter fears Lofty. Okay, somebody said they like it. Oh, who was it? I can't remember.
Somebody at the beginning.
What's up, Shelby? Yeah. A lot of people said that the first 2 episodes weren't bad, including people who'd made 15 plus videos hating on Rings of Power. Well, first of all, a lot of people like Rings of Power. Not necessarily in this community, but it's I'm not like going out of my way to like look. The first 2 episodes in hindsight are not as good as they were.
You're roboting a bit.
Oh, I'm roboting? Why am I roboting?
Mute yourself and then unmute yourself.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
StreamYards has been acting up. Now it's talking.
Hello? Is that better?
Yeah, you sound better. StreamYards was doing it for me at the meme stream today.
Oh boy. Let's see. I subbed because you had a different opinion. Oh, well, there you go, JC. You can not like or like whatever you want. Yeah. Okay. So here's the issue. All right. I said yet another entirely predictable formulaic Blumhouse horror flick for mass market teen consumption. Ex Machina makes M3GAN look like Sesame Street, and then I had a little video where I talk about why I didn't like it. Look, the reason, I'll just sum it up quick, first of all, and then we'll talk about other things. But the reason why I don't like this movie is because I was expecting a horror movie with a lot of gore and intense action. And that's not at all what this movie is. This movie is about 12 minutes of what I just described. And the rest of the movie is people contemplating about technology, and not in a very deep way, but in a very like kind of generic way that's aimed at teenagers. And I just I don't know, guys. I wish Epic Mike was here because I want to talk to somebody who liked it, but everybody parroted the same talking points. The world would suck. That's true. Hi, Sketch. Can you defend something? You can defend something that's personally think is shit if the criticisms against the thing are unfounded and overblown. I guess, yeah. All right. So, Dermy, now that you're here, we can go to this because this is what not that one.
Is that the tweet? No. Well,
this is my Rings of Power take.
Yes, that's your Rings of Power take. That's your ultimate Rings of Power take. You like the first 2 episodes, and that's what people hold on to. They point out that you like the first 2 episodes. You did like it. Yeah, but
isn't that cringe that you have to like fake my opinion of the whole show and like focus on the first 2 episodes?
You went on an entire Flashcast where you ranted and raved and got beat down by both Anna and Shadversity.
Look, I only got beat down if you disagree with me.
You got beat down by Shadversity and Anna.
That's fine. But
hell, even Chris Gore beat you down.
Well, that's because you agree with them. Okay, look, I don't like Rings of Power. Can we just get that out of the way, please? It's annoying that I have to keep addressing this.
It's not a 5 out of 10. It's a 2 out of 10 at best.
Oh, it's an objective. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. Dermy said this. Let me find it. Where's it at? All right, let's go into this. First of all, Epic Mike came out and was like, this man. Okay, so I gave my review of M3GAN. Apparently, I guess he likes M3GAN because he was like, this man gave the first 2 episodes of Rings of Power an 8 out of 10. 547 likes, bunch of people in the comments shitting on my Rings of Power takes.
Because your Rings of Power takes was bad.
And then so Derby comes in and says, look, he's a contrarian.
Yes.
Okay. Then we got into a little. I gotta find that full thread.
Well, that's the first initial thread. Listen, you're a contrarian. This is a lazy argument. I said, from all accounts, it's a fun movie.
I said it's a lazy argument because it is a lazy argument. You can call anybody who disagrees with you a contrarian if you have the popular opinion. M3GAN, as I said, it's just terrible. It's just my opinion. I'm not a contrarian. You said it's a fun movie from all accounts. I guess you're saying you've heard that it was good by different people.
Yeah, I wasn't defending it. I wasn't saying anything. I was saying, from all accounts, it's fun.
Okay, now, where's the rest of this? Here we go. I asked you why I was a contrarian. Okay, chat, we're going to talk about this because people seem to think that if you like something that's anti-establishment or like that's not popular, or if you dislike something that's popular, that you're a contrarian. Now we can talk about why that is. I have my own theories, but let's see what Dermy has to say, and then we'll let him talk and defend himself. As Mike pointed out, your rings of power take. You argued it was good when it was objectively shit.
Yes, it was objectively
you
shit.
enjoy having the counter opinion. Okay, well,
yes.
hold on. Let's break this down for a second. First of all, let's talk about one thing at a time because I want to talk about objectivity and I want to talk about being a contrarian. Those are two different conversations.
You are a contrarian.
You enjoy having the counter opinion. Okay. What is your definition of contrarian? That's what I want to know. I want to know what that, because maybe I have a different definition.
The person that takes the other side just to spite everybody on some situations.
Okay, so you think that I betray my own personal opinions?
No, I just think sometimes you take
other people. Okay.
Well, most of the time, I think you do take the counter opinion just to take the counter opinion.
Okay, but that would mean that I'm faking my opinion in some cases.
I never said you're faking the opinion, though. I just think you take that other opinion, I think what happens is you take that opinion, you think that's truth, and then you move forward with it.
Okay, but that's not being a contrarian. That's just expressing my opinion that happens to be unpopular. Like, we can look up the definition of contrarian if you would like.
I'm not here to define anything. I'm just here. I mainly came on to discuss objectivity, not that you're a contrarian. I'm pointing out you are a contrarian.
Well, I think we should talk about it.
Because I think there is such a thing as objectivity, mainly objectively shit movies and TV shows nowadays, especially after 2012.
Okay. Wait, say that again?
I believe 100% that there is such a thing as objectively shit movies and TV shows, especially after 2012.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, let's get into this. Let's get into this first, and we'll go back to the contrarian thing because I think it's disingenuous to call somebody contrarian for having the opposite opinion of what seems to be popular. Okay. Otherwise, everybody's a contrarian at some point. Have you ever? Well, let me ask you this: have you ever liked something that or disliked something that is popular? Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why in that case are you not a contrarian?
Because I don't freaking care if somebody disagrees with me.
Well, I don't either. So
you go on Twitter and fight with everybody that disagrees with you. You've sometimes searched it out.
No, look, I give my opinion, right? I give my opinion on Twitter. I don't care. And then
I'm being
people
nice
quote
here.
tweet me.
I'm being nice here.
People quote tweet me, and and they're the ones that are picking an argument. All I'm doing is giving my opinion. I don't care if people disagree with me.
Your mic's acting up again. I don't know what the hell it is.
Hold on.
Maybe it isn't StreamYard's for you.
It could be my mic because it's in a different location. But is it better now or no?
Sounds a little bit better. Every so often you robot and you had a weird spike there for a moment.
Okay, well, maybe I'll robot. I know it's Streamlabs. It has to be because I don't do or StreamYard because this does not happen on Streamlabs. But restructure my question, Lofty. Okay, hold on. Which question would you like me to restructure? Let's see here. Let's get them triggered. I like seeing Karens get mad. Let's see here. It's a fun movie. Okay, I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad.
Hey, C Hoodie. I got one saying I'm correct.
Well, yeah, that's fine. That's sitting with arms crossed like an adversary. Oh,
I always sit like that though. I'm a fat guy. I sit like
this. Look. Okay. Let's go to this. And then I shared this tweet by Razor Fist. It's 20. Well, I took this screenshot because I thought it was based. It's in 2022. Normies still think contrarian is a dunk, suggesting the general public are the proper arbiters of taste. To them, I offer a humble experiment. I want you to go out right now and shape your entire wardrobe and lifestyle around the next person you see at Walmart. It's funny because Razor Fist is very often called a contrarian. Okay, very often. Because, for example, he doesn't like anime. He doesn't like Blade Runner 2049. He doesn't like a lot of I don't know, he doesn't like a lot of shit. He's very negative. That's part of his personality. I don't think that makes him a contrarian because he doesn't like things that the majority of people in this space enjoy. Right? It doesn't make him a contrarian. It's just
that makes Razor Fist Razor Fist.
Exactly. So let me what do you think? Why do people think that I am going out of my way to dislike things on purpose?
I don't know if it's solely that. I just called you it more out of spite. And just because I'm a shit stirrer. I'm a shit stirrer. I do think you have opinions from time to time that you take solely to be opposed to everybody else. That being said,
like what? Like what?
When you were defending Rings of Power like crazy.
I like the first 2 episodes of Rings of Power.
Yes, but you went out of your way to basically say everybody hating on it were wrong.
Well, if I have an opinion, wouldn't that disagree with their opinion? Like, I never said anybody's wrong, but first of all.
You were going out of your way to basically fight everybody who thought the first 2 episodes were shit.
But that's what a debate is. That's what you do in a debate.
But not everybody always wants to debate. Not everybody always wants to debate. Maybe sometimes they just want to put out their opinion. Say, hey, I think it's shit. But
we were on a panel.
Well, I'm not just talking
to debate.
I'm not just
that was the point of the panel.
I'm not just talking about that panel though. I remember very vividly on Twitter, randomly, I would see somebody would tweet something, and you would be the one that sought out that tweet. You would be one of the first responders.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I saw it. I know I saw it. I'm not going insane.
What did you see? Me disagreeing with people about something?
Yes, and you would be the first one that would come out and start swinging, saying that they're just wrong and that the show was good. So yes, you sometimes take the contrarian point and go fight people.
But I do that with anything. I do that with the Northman. I do that with Top Gun. I do that with shows that I don't like. I don't know what does that have to do with being a contrarian exactly?
I mainly just called you that out of spite. I just think sometimes you
so you're already folding on one of your positions.
I'm not folding on the position. I'm also a shit stirrer on Twitter. Have you not realized that by now?
Oh, you're a shit stirrer on Twitter, but you were just accusing me of shit stirring on Twitter like 3 seconds ago.
I'm not here to be serious. Why do you think I'm here? I'm not here to even be fucking serious half the goddamn time.
Okay, if I'm not a contrarian, let's talk about objectivity, because this is the crux of the argument.
I do think there is such a thing as objectively shit shows.
I gotta find the part of that where
you're the one that started saying there's not such a thing as objectivity. And that everything.
All right, chat. There's every once in a while I'll run into a person who naively thinks that they have unlocked the secret formula to objectivity in art. Okay. And it's cringe because
Lofty, before you continue on, I'm gonna ask you a quick question. Velma, is that subjectively good or is that objectively shit?
Is that subjectively good?
Velma, is there subjectivity in Velma?
Wait, what? In Velma? What do you
Yes, I'm using Velma here, okay? We're using Velma.
Wait, can I set up the premise? You just interrupted me before I even set the
Your premise is that you're gonna say that somebody's unlocked.
Well, I have to explain to the chat because they're not privy to this conversation. A lot of these people. So apparently, some people think that you can have an objective opinion, or no, I'm sorry, that a show or a film or a video game or something is objectively good or bad, and anyone with a different opinion of said objectivity is like objectively wrong about it. Okay, that's a premise that to me, I'm just saying. Hold on, let me set this up. I think that's insane, and it's not backed by any logic. Okay, now you want to give examples. Is that what you're trying to do?
Yes. Because I don't believe there's such a thing as objectively good. I think once you start going to the realms of good, it becomes more subjective. There is evidence, though, of objectively bad.
Okay, let's talk about it. What do you think is an objectively bad something?
Velma.
Did you say Velma?
Velma. I have been
Okay.
watching that show like crazy.
Okay.
That is objectively bad.
I watched the first episode. Hated it. Okay. Now,
It gets worse.
now we both agree it sucks, okay?
Yes.
What I want to know is what is this objectivity and how do you define it?
Something that's objectively bad. It is just shit.
Can you describe that, please?
In
Like
Velma,
what's the difference between objectively bad and subjectively bad?
Subjectively bad is something that you could more have a debate on. Like I would say a good example of a subjective movie that people can argue whether it's good or bad would be probably Bullet Train. I will concede Avatar 2, even though I hate it.
Wait. So you're conceding? Wait. Okay. Chat, what are we thinking here? But there are people who like it and they're not wrong. Look, if somebody has an opinion about something, if they like it,
you can like something,
they're not,
but you can like shit. I always say this: you are allowed to like shit.
Right, but
that doesn't make it good. No,
is that okay? Are you saying that is there some sort of formula? Like where's the objective line? Like what are you just picking examples because you think because in your opinion like something is really bad, therefore because somebody could very easily say that they thought the Northman was terrible and it was so bad that it was objectively bad.
Yeah, and I would say they were
what's wrong with them? Like, how could you possibly disagree with them?
Because there's examples of much worse shows.
But if they disagree with you, how are you gonna establish the objectivity? You're not making any sense. No, there is no such thing as objectively bad or objectively good. It's really what it boils down to is, there are shows and films and games that a lot of people don't like, and there's shows and games that some people like, some people don't like. Sometimes, like Velma, for example, the vast majority of people don't like it. But none of this ever enters the realm of like objectivity. It just doesn't. Like there's no such thing. And unless you're talking about like reality, like the sky is blue. The earth revolves around the sun. Things that are a matter of science, right? That you can calculate. Opinions on art form, look, Godzilla hated the Northman. Is he allowed to come out and say that it was objectively terrible and his opinion is correct, everyone else's is wrong? Is that really like the position you're taking?
No, because I don't think Northman is objectively anything. I think that's a subjective movie. There is examples of movies movies and shows that are more subjective versus movies and shows that are more objective. Rings of Power, objectively shit. Because it also takes into account, when it comes to an objective show versus an objective movie, it takes into account the reason for making these things, the reason for these things existing. Rings of Power, for example, solely exists to subvert Tolkien. Northman solely exists to try to tell a decent story that I actually really like. There's other reasons.
You just
I am explaining.
You're cherry picking.
You can accuse me of cherry picking all you want. I'm laying it out there.
So you think subverting something is objectively bad?
Yes, I usually think subverting something is objectively bad.
Okay, but not always. But not always.
It depends on the situation.
Okay, but where's your? You're not doing a very good job of convincing anybody here that object.
I'm not here to convince you guys. You said you wanted to have a discussion. I'm laying out my reasoning.
I'm trying to understand.
I'm not here to debate you. I think internet debates are stupid and shit.
Well, that's because you probably lose all of them. I'm trying to.
You want to go there, Lofty?
I'm trying to understand why.
Hey, Lofty, you want to go there?
Yeah.
Who the fuck had to get beat down by both Shadiversity, Anna, and Chris Gore on Rings of Power, and still says, "Oh, I won," and then had to disappear from the internet for a long time? Don't you dare come out here and say I lose.
So you're using somebody else's debate to deflect from your debate? I don't understand.
I'm not debating. I'm having an argument. Well, not argument. I'm having a discussion with you, and you're the one wanting to debate. I said, hey.
Well, I told you to come on and talk about why I disagree with you about these things.
You said you wanted to come on and chat. I came on and chat, not to debate.
What did you think we were going to talk about? You don't want to debate?
It's not a debate.
What? So are you conceding every point that you've made today? Is that
I
really
haven't.
happening?
I'm not conceding anything.
No, honestly, I'm genuinely curious about this concept of objectivity because I've seen other people talk about it, and I would like to talk about it because I think it's bullshit. But if you don't
Why do
want
you
to
think
talk
it's
about
bullshit?
it,
Why do you think it's bullshit? Why do you think there is no such thing as a objectively awful
because
thing?
I could, for example, let me go to here. Let me pull up this. Let me pull this up. Okay, hold on. Whoops. Hold on. I'm pulling out my letterbox because this gives me a visual aid that I can discuss. Okay. I'm pulling up my top 100 favorite movies. All right. Let's talk about this for a second. This is my top 100. I have a letterbox. If anybody doesn't know what this is, it's an app where you can like make lists and network with people. It's really cool. And I made a top 100. Okay. Now, if I were you, okay, if I were you, I'd use your body to get to the top. You can't stop me no matter who you are. What's that from, chat? Anybody know? Or some people know. Okay. So if I were you, Dermy, I would be like, Apocalypse Now is an objective masterpiece. And if you disagree with me, you're wrong.
Okay. I do think it's the masterpiece.
Okay, but that's because well, you happen to agree with me. I could say the same thing about all of my favorite movies. Kill Bill. Some people do not like Kill Bill. Okay. Mm-hmm. Some people don't like anime. This is Princess Mononoke, by the way. I think it's a masterpiece. Mm-hmm. Is it objectively good? No.
I don't believe
thing is objective artistic integrity. What?
I don't think there's such a thing though as objectively good. I think it depends on how the content was created though. There's examples of objectively bad. Why was the content created? Who made the content? So on and so forth. I laid that out.
Okay, so you think an objectively bad thing can exist, but not an objectively good thing, and that is based on you think the reason behind the creator's intentions.
Yes.
So an objectively bad show or movie is tied to their intentions and not the product. Is that what you're saying?
More so, yes. Now, the product usually does end up being shit as well. So again, I point to Rings of Power, Wheel of Time.
Let me go to my films here, and let me go to my bottom.
Blood Origin, Velma. I can even use The Room. It's a cult classic, but it's a cult classic because they are shit.
Here's The Room.
Dragon Ball Evolution.
Here's The Room.
Yeah.
Okay. I rated it a 0.5 star because it's terrible, but I think it's hilarious.
Yes, it's so bad that it's a cult classic.
Okay. But here's some other stuff that I gave 0.5 star. Dragon Ball Evolution. I ranked by lowest rated. Okay, guys. I'm just pulling up a bunch of movies that I think are terrible. Monster Hunter. Terrible.
I haven't even watched it. It had no interest.
Now, are you saying now, for example, okay, Monster Hunter, I would say I'm not even going to say it's objectively bad. I think it's terrible. But if somebody who hasn't played the games might enjoy it, I don't know. I
can't use Monster Hunter as an example. I never bothered to watch it. I had no interest. I
am struggling to understand how can the intentions not combine with the art. Okay. Well, sometimes they combine. Yeah, that's true. I mean, they very often do combine with the art. That's not what I'm saying. No, objectively good, only bad. That makes zero logical sense. That's correct.
Yeah. No. Actually, it makes perfect sense. Bad. It makes perfect sense. Okay. Wait, something can be objectively bad, but nothing can be objectively good.
How long have you thought about this theory? I want to know.
How long?
To me, it's wild. This is like a wild concept.
Hey, you want to know why it's wild? Because you think you have this big brain idea and have to debate everything when normal people just think, that's objectively shit.
No, I'm talking about most people don't believe in objective reality when it comes to talking about films. No, that's incorrect. Most people do not.
An everyday person will take a look at something and simply say, is it bad or good? And they'll believe something is bad or good.
Yeah, I believe
something. And
something's bad or good. I don't understand the concept of. Do you know what objective means? It means like.
Are you really doing this, Lofty? Okay. I laid it out plain as day. I laid out what makes something objectively shit. There is no such thing as objectively good, because once we start getting higher and higher on what makes something good or bad, it becomes
this theory
more and
is
more
something
subjective.
you pulled out of your ass. Yeah, there's no reason, but okay. Can you explain to me
You know what?
why
You want to know
something is
something?
objectively bad?
Why something? I've explained it.
Okay. Do you here? Let's use an example. Do you agree with me that Batman and Robin is terrible?
No, actually, I think it's fun.
Wait. Okay, it is. I agree. It's fun, just like The Room, but like it's a terrible movie. Ice to see you, Batman. Like what? Come on. It's a bad movie, right? Okay,
It's
well
not a
let's
great
pick a
movie. It's
different.
like a
Let's pick
5 out of
different.
10.
Let's pick a different movie here.
Maybe
Let's
4
pick a
out of 10.
different movie. Let's find another different movie.
Dragon Ball Evolution. Total shit.
Do you think this is objectively terrible?
Yes.
Why?
Because it ruins everything that Dragon Ball was. It tries to be Dragon Ball, yet it fails at every level, so it's objectively shit.
Okay, but what if somebody doesn't like Dragon Ball and they happen to like this movie? Are they wrong?
I don't think there's somebody that would hate Dragon Ball and then also like this movie. I think that makes no sense, because if you hate Dragon Ball, why would you go watch this movie?
Do you want to talk about, okay, what do you think about The Last Jedi?
Last Jedi? I think the
Skywalker. Here, I give Rise of Skywalker a 1 star. What about this movie? What about this movie?
That was
You think
crap.
this is objectively bad?
Yeah, I think that's more objectively bad.
What if somebody just hasn't seen the original trilogy and they grew up with this and they like it, and they aren't aware of the tropes that are being subverted and all the
I would then throw the original trilogy at them and say, sit down and watch this and cleanse your brain.
Yeah, but if somebody likes this movie in a wholesome way, they're just like, oh, that was an entertaining movie. Where is the objective? Like, who are you to tell them that they can't like it? I don't understand.
Am I saying they can't like it? Did I ever say you can't like something that's bad? Did those words ever come out of my mouth? What was one of the first things I said when I came on this stream, whatever?
Oh, Flaccid. I was reading chat. Sorry. What's up, Flaccid? And Vinzinger. What's going on, buddy? Wait, say that again. I'm sorry.
What was one of the first things I said on stream? When it came to shit?
I don't know.
What did I say?
I don't know.
I said you are allowed to like shit. You are allowed to like things that are awful. I never said you can't like things. I am pointing out, though, that things are objectively shit. You can like shit. I'm not here to stop you from liking shit.
Do you think, let me ask you this. What's a movie that you hate that a lot of people like? Can you come up with an example? I can
come up with one for you that I don't.
Well,
yeah, you do have a bunch of them.
Yeah, Venom. I don't like Venom. I gave Venom a 1 star. I can't stand it. I think it's terrible.
Well, actually, let's let there be carnage. And
I know this is the sequel.
It's a dumb, fun movie.
Yeah, there's some people who like this movie though. I'm not going to tell them that they're objectively wrong because I think it sucks. It ruins. But
I'm not talking about.
But it objectively. But look, it does ruin the source material if you know anything about Carnage.
Yeah, it just does. I agree. But that's not what I'm saying. But
somebody can like this movie, and I'm not going to be like, I'm not saying that like dumb about it and be like, oh, you're objectively incorrect.
I never said that you can't like a bad movie, though. When did those words come out of my mouth? I said there's examples of objectively shit movies. I said that there is objectively shit creations. That doesn't, just because something's bad doesn't mean you can't like it.
Oh, so do you think you are aware? Okay. Are you saying that you know what's objectively bad and what's objectively good based like are you the arbiter of this truth, this special truth, or like what have I been saying? Who determines if it's objective? You're not making any sense. I'm just trying to.
You're not making any sense. I'm laying it out there. There's factors that go into what makes something objectively shit. It depends on what are the creators doing this for? Why are they doing this? Do they have good intentions? Do they have bad intentions? Case in point, Velma. Velma is objectively shit.
Why is it objectively
shit? They went in there to solely subvert something that was wholesome and pure.
But some people like that.
Yeah, and those people are retarded. But you're allowed to like shit.
But they don't think it's shit. So what makes it objectively shit?
But it is objectively shit.
You're not. But I could say that about something you like.
Yeah, and people have, and I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Godzilla.
Lethal Lightning. Yeah, Godzilla. Lethal Lightning also has one.
What's Lethal Lightning?
Lethal Lightning thinks that my take on Rising of the Shield Hero 2 was bad.
Okay.
I'm not talking in circles.
Does he hate it and you like it?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Yeah, he hates it. I like it.
How can intent possibly matter here? Do you think Mindy Kaling specifically wanted to make something everyone hates?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes. Quite
I don't
literally.
think so.
Yes, she hates.
I think she probably wanted to piss off a lot of people, but she likes.
No.
She thinks that kind of content is interesting.
She hates Scooby-Doo. It is plain as day when you create that thing. You cannot, if you like something, you're not going out of your way to destroy this stuff. Okay,
Let me ask you about Godzilla. Do you like the new Godzilla reboot, the Hollywood reboot?
A couple of them.
Which ones?
There's parts of the first one I like.
Okay, but I think the first one's objectively terrible. Would you agree?
No.
Okay. What are we doing? Like, who decides if something is objectively terrible or good, except the person? You're not making any sense, dude. The word objective to me is like you're using it in the same category as something that is like, okay, fire is hot, water is cold, like, or like you can't. You should get away from this kind of thinking because it cheapens your argument. If you want to say something's bad, you should talk about why it's bad.
Hey, you want to keep this up?
Yeah.
You really want to keep doing this? I have laid
it out. Wait. Why am I wrong?
Are you ignoring me?
Why am I wrong? Wait, calm down.
You're ignoring me for fuck's sake.
Calm down, buddy.
No,
why am I wrong that Godzilla?
Stop it. I've been laying it out. Oh. I have been laying it fucking out, and you're ignoring me. Enough with that. Oh, calm down, boy. You do that to try to act like you're better. So shut the fuck up. I have laid it out countless fucking times.
No, you just went on.
Yes, I have laid it out. It depends on what the creator wanted to do. Why did they make it? Did they like the original creation? Yes, no.
Why am I wrong that Godzilla is objectively bad? Why am I wrong about that? Why can't Godzilla?
Not part of that. Doesn't fall into the equation. That doesn't.
But it does. It does.
No, it doesn't. They did not go out to subvert it.
They did.
They did not go out to subvert it. No, they didn't. They went out to make it.
No. They showed Godzilla was in that movie for 11 minutes. 11 total minutes of 120 hours
to subvert Godzilla.
I disagree. I disagree. I think they did.
But they didn't.
But they did.
But they didn't.
But
that was not shown in their intentions.
But look, if they didn't want to subvert Godzilla, why didn't they make a giant monster movie that like features Godzilla for the entire movie? Why was he in 11 minutes of the movie?
Why? Because they wanted to focus on something else rather than Godzilla.
Isn't that subverting the fucking genre?
No, they were wanting to build up to Godzilla. Now, I'm not a huge fan of what they did there. There's parts of that movie I still like.
Wait. So I can't.
But that's not objectively shit.
Do you understand? But do you understand what I'm saying? Like I said,
I see what you're saying, but you're not. You're ignoring me.
No, but look. I say Godzilla's objectively bad, and you say no, you're wrong. It's not objectively bad, and you're like. Rings of Power is objectively bad. I'm like, well, no, you're wrong. It's not objectively. Like, do you understand what's going on? All we're doing is saying like why we like something and why we don't like something. Objectivity does not come into play at all. It doesn't, because the only person that thinks it's objectively bad or good is the person that doesn't like it or likes it. It has nothing to do with reality. It has nothing. It's the definition of subjectivity.
You're ignoring what I've said.
Dermy, under your criteria of objectivity, Lofty would consider New Godzilla to be objectively bad. Yeah, exactly.
No.
Yes.
No. Why did the creators set out to create it? Have they spoke about it? What did they go out to do? Did they try to do anything, or did what they do?
Do you think Stanley Kubrick went out to make an identical adaptation of Stephen King's The Shining? No. He fucking subverted the entire thing. Stephen King hates that movie. And you know what? The Shining is a fucking masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
So why is that not objectively terrible in your
Because
criteria?
He didn't go out to subvert it. He went out
yes,
to make a movie.
Yes, he fucking did. Have you ever read the book?
Yeah. It's not one for one. That's not subverting.
Okay. So wait. So you're wait. So subverting is your definition of objective? What is going on?
What the hell did you just list? Where the fuck did you get that from? You
wait, chat.
moron.
What is happening? I'm so confused.
What's happening? I'm trying to figure that out because you just said, "Oh well, Stanley Kubrick tried to subvert Stephen King." No, he tried to make the movie and did what he could. That's not subverting. Is not objectivity.
If it was meant to subvert Godzilla would have been beaten in the first act out of commission.
Yes.
Well, I was describing the movie as not.
But that's not trying to subvert Godzilla, though. Godzilla movie did not try to subvert Godzilla.
Okay.
It tried to tell a story. I think it didn't do really well. There's parts of it I liked, but that's the thing.
But are there any subversions that you actually like about something?
Subversions that I actually like.
Yes, like taking something and flipping it on its head, like a horror movie or something.
I guess it depends on the situation and what's going on. Like, I'm trying to think of one.
Well, let's go back to my list here.
Let's go anime real quick because I've been watching more anime than anything else.
Okay. Talk about it.
Even though I don't think there's well, actually, yeah, there is an example of objectively shit anime. Now that I'm thinking about it, Horror Stories.
Okay.
Horror Stories is objectively shit because they went out to do whatever the fuck they wanted to do. I can't even explain what the hell they did in Horror Stories.
All right, but like, do you think? Let's see. Do you think Kill Bill is objectively terrible?
No.
Okay. Do you think any Tarantino movie is objectively terrible?
No, because Tarantino's more of an artist.
What? What does art have to do with anything?
Because I don't believe a lot of the examples I've been doing on objectivity is actually art. I think it's just corporate creations.
So now it's corporate. So corporate creations come into play.
No, I've been pointing out like the whole thing's corporate. That's part of the equation. Why was it created? Well, most of the time, a lot of this objectively shit stuff is created because corporations wanted to make it and wanted to make bank. And in reality, they didn't.
Oh my God. Okay. Let's put this on hold for a second. Are we not going to talk about the contrarianism? Because I feel like this.
We've talked about the contrarianism.
No. Not just that, but there's this whole agenda on social media where if somebody likes something or doesn't like something, they're either a shill, a contrarian, all these different labels you put on something.
Because people have been shills and contrarians.
Right. Here's what I'm trying to say. I think we should dial back some of these like.
But what if somebody's being a shill or a contrarian?
Well, if they're being a shill, I'm not saying the word shill shouldn't exist or a contrarian, but not everybody who likes something or doesn't like something is Gantz objectively bad? Somebody asked.
No.
This entire argument is based on knowing and going through every interview a creator does before actually judging the creation.
Yeah, that's part of the process of figuring out what's shit.
Is The Witch from Mercury objectively bad?
No, I actually think that's good.
But somebody would say it's objectively terrible because it subverts the Gundam genre and turns it into a high school drama.
No, because I disagree. It's not subverting it.
It is.
It's changed. It's not subverting it though.
It kind of did though.
It
turned
wasn't trying to
high school
subvert it
drama.
though. It wasn't trying to subvert it. It was trying to say, hey, we're going to take this genre real quick and attempt to try to work it in. Start
This is
it
like middle schoolers learning words.
Lofty, will you fucking listen to me before you start talking about the chat, okay? When it came to Witch of Mercury, because I did follow that movie, show, I did listen to what they were saying prior to Hand. They were trying to say, hey, we are having problems getting the younger generation to watch Gundam. We are going to take it, try to intensify them to come over here to watch it, and it is now slowly interacting and changing to the classical Gundam genre.
Sure. Okay. Well, I just don't think we're going to agree. I don't think.
No, we're not.
I don't think we're going to agree. I don't think your argument's very compelling. I think it's very arbitrary. It's like you could have a different definition of what is objectively bad than fucking anybody else in this movement. I mean, if you it's weird to me. It's very weird. And this idea that I'm a contrarian is weird. Like, I mean, I know you don't want to talk about it, but like you called me a contrarian, so I feel like, I have the right to like at least kind of talk about it. Like this concept that because I don't like something that's popular, that means I'm a contrarian, or I like something that's something
are
that's
we really
unpopular,
back to this?
Is cringe. Well, it just is.
I get it.
It just is. So
okay.
So you okay. All right. So you don't want to talk
about
that.
Do I have to I have to say what I said earlier? I'm a shit stirrer on Twitter. I'm a memer. Okay. I make fun of people for crying out loud. You don't know what I'm talking about half the time. Why now you're trying to go over to that one to say, well, that's an example of are you being contrary shit stirrer here? No, that's when I'm actually being serious. When I'm calling somebody something, I'm being a shit stirrer normally.
So, all right. I just like you haven't convinced me that if we have a disagreement about something, like if you don't like something and I do you like Prey, by the way? Prey.
I liked it when I first saw it, and the more I've thought about it, the more I've said this is a bad idea.
Did you like Avatar too?
No, I did not like Avatar 2, but I don't think that's an example of an objectively shit movie. And I don't think somebody who likes it is a contrarian.
Why is The Room objectively shit?
Because it is objectively shit. Like that is just.
But what does that have to do with subverting expectations?
But that's not an example of subverting expectations. That's just a shit movie that they failed to do something.
So now objectivity in an objectively bad movie is sometimes it's because they subverted expectations. Sometimes it's because the movie was just terrible. Like, do you understand that you have no consistency in your argument and it's so arbitrary?
Do you understand that you don't understand what the fuck I'm saying?
Dermy, it's almost like the word subjectivity is what you're describing.
It's almost like you're not even fucking listening to anything that I've been saying this whole entire show. And why the fuck?
I have.
No, you haven't. You've been arguing. You're
not being consistent, buddy. You say that it's about subjectivity or it's about subverting a genre. Okay. First of all,
I said that is one of the factors that go into
one of the factors. Okay. See, like do you understand that? Like you're saying when you say one of the factors, you're already opening it up into like the realm of like infinite possibilities. So there is no such thing as an objectively bad movie. It's just whatever you think is terrible happens to be objectively bad. Yeah, what makes The Room objectively bad then?
It was objectively bad though.
Dermy is using subjectivity as a stand-in for objectivity. No, Dermy is using objectivity in place of subjectivity. That's what he's doing. But I understand what you're saying. No, I didn't say objectivity doesn't exist. I'm talking about objectivity in the realm of art. Okay,
there is such a thing though as objectively bad art.
Somebody can think the book Frankenstein is terrible. I've ran into many of those people. But somebody could disagree. And, you know, the same thing with any book or movie or show or video game or anime. Some people hate anime. You know, some people just don't like anime, period.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a stupid conversation, man. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
it's just annoying when somebody says, "Oh, you're objectively wrong." It's like, well, that's a lazy argument. It's a lazy argument. I wish you had watched M3GAN, because then we could talk about M3GAN, but damn it. Where's Mike? Is he even here? Wait, hold on. Let me. Oops. I don't want to go to my DMs. I got to get rid of this. I almost opened my DMs on stream. Nope. Mike's having a problem. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think I don't know why. I also don't know why people constantly reference my Rings of Power review as though like my opinions are irrelevant because I liked the first 2 episodes of Rings of Power. I'm curious about that. I'm very curious about that. Because I also like Top Gun. I also liked The Northman. I also liked a lot of movies that people like and enjoy. I mean, if you go back to my top 100, I have pretty good taste in movies. Alien, Lord of the Rings, Princess Mononoke, Apocalypse Now, Jurassic Park, Paths of Glory, Kill Bill, Doctor Strangelove. I'm skipping stuff that people don't know what it is. Les Miserables, High and Low, Spirited Away, 2001: Space Odyssey. I mean, I have pretty sophisticated taste in film, and I feel like people are like, "Oh, Lofty likes Rings of Power episodes 1 and 2, therefore his entire taste in anything is terrible." It's
they
like, really? That's kind of
judge
cringe.
you, though. They use that to judge you. Yeah,
but they would be wrong, though. But they would be wrong. Like if I would say, for example, let's say
they use it to point out that your taste is weird, though.
What's the worst movie of last year? But my taste isn't weird. Look at it.
Your taste, but you're
it's pretty good.
Judging everything. They use it that you don't make sense in some of your takes from time to time. That's why they point it out.
I don't like M3GAN. Let's go to my favorite horror movies. Let's go to my top.
I don't even know anything about M3GAN. It's a weird Chucky thing with a female robot girl doll.
So
it looks fun.
Anybody in chat, are you guys horror fans?
Yes.
Paths of Glory. There we go. Good taste. Look, Morbius. Okay, wait, hold on. Chat. If you're horror fans, would you say I have terrible taste in horror? Looking at this list: Alien, The Innocents, The Fly, The Thing, The Wailing, The Exorcist, Hereditary, Burn Witch Burn, Psycho, Martyrs, Jaws, Qui-Gon, The Wicker Man, The Lighthouse, Silence of the Lambs, The Shining, Devil's Backbone. Some of the stuff people don't know. Baba, Kuroneko, Get Out, Poltergeist. I don't know. I think I have a pretty good taste in horror movies. If somebody were to come up to me and say, "Oh, Lofty liked Rings of Power episode 1 and 2," I will do the exact opposite of everything he says. If he says that a movie is good, that means it's bad. Well, then you're going to have to say that Alien is bad. You're going to have to say that The Fly is bad. You're going to have to say that The Thing is bad. It's like you're just objectively wrong in that case because you would disagree with yourself. So
you realize you're also trying to fight the internet, right?
No.
And the internet always wins.
Yeah, I'm not. I do understand that dumb people exist, but I've seen you do this. I've seen you do the same thing where you're like, "Oh, Lofty liked Rings of Power. This movie must be good."
Yes.
But it's
a lot of people have done that to you. Camelot's done that to you.
Yes, yeah.
Camelot did that to you recently, even with M3GAN.
It's just cringe. It's just, can we get past it? It's like gay at this point. It's like, no. Are you going to constantly repeat yourself over and over and over?
The more people are going to use it.
Why? That's like childish.
Because
the more you do it, the more you don't like it, the more I'm going to do it.
Yes,
but like, isn't that like what a 10-year-old does? The more you don't like it, I'm just gonna do it more and more and more. It's like that's literally
the more
what a
you
10-year-old
point out that it bothers you.
The
more you point out that it bothers you, the more people are gonna keep doing it. When you start pointing out that it doesn't bother you, they'll quit doing it as much. Quit interacting with the people that do that. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Oh my god. But Epic Mike is as a person in our community. Am I just not supposed to interact with Epic Mike?
Well, no, just don't interact with that tweet. Just say, yeah, it exists. I'm not going to do anything with it.
Yeah, but it's cringe. I feel like I'm allowed to.
Yeah, but you're acting cringe when you respond to it like this.
Let's see here. Plus, you got to remember a lot of people on Twitter are actually children. That's true. That's very true. Everyone loves these movies, though. I don't know what that means. Lofty Pixels, Camelot just called you out on M3GAN. Well, Camelot sometimes
are you going to go after
movies.
Camelot now? You like bad shows.
Well, that's okay. We can have a disagreement. I just don't like this concept of objectivity. One of many issues here is that Dermy doesn't give an explanation he thinks he's giving. Just gives us a list of factors leading to objectively bad art, and let's work from there. Yeah, let's see here. I'm just reading some of the chat. Can't wait to find Lofty's butt on my Twitter feed and have him go full. Oh, Sumo's been on your side the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Ace in the Hole is another gem. Shelby. Lofty has good taste in movies. True. Fall of the House of Usher is pretty much a comedy at this point. Well, I don't know which version you're talking about. I started being a horror. Being a horror by the time I started getting more older. Okay. That's a normal list, Lofty. The Exorcist is objectively the greatest horror film of all time. Trust me, bro. See, doesn't that sound dumb? I like The Exorcist, but it's not objectively the greatest horror movie of all. That's a stupid. This person's joking, but like,
I get that they're joking, but again, they took my position wrong. But I'm done arguing with it because I'm getting so freaking tired of going around in circles and circles.
I think it's just because you lost it. You can't.
I lost it because you weren't listening to me.
I listened to everything you said, and none of it makes any sense. Yes, I did.
Well, because you're not listening. That's why it didn't make sense. Because you started talking while in the middle.
It doesn't make sense because you're wrong. That's why.
I'm wrong.
Yes.
Coming from the I'm going to do it. Coming from the
objectivity.
Man the first.
What? Coming from the man who said the first what?
The first 2 episodes of Rings of Power were good.
See, that's all, guys. That's all people can do when they have a disagreement with
me. Yeah, we pointed out because when you're starting to act stupid.
When they can't defend themselves, they just go, Lofty, like, oh, you know what, Lofty, you like the first 2 episodes of Rings of Power. Ha 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 ha.
And it bothers you.
It's such a lazy argument. Like when you lose a debate.
It bothers you. That's why we do it.
Yeah, but that's like childish.
But it bothers you. Well, you know what else is childish is constantly saying flash, 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 flash. That's another thing that's childish.
This guy's so triggered that he went back to the Flashcast debate.
I'm pointing it out. You want to keep saying that I'm being childish. I'm pointing out.
Did you just bring up Flashcast for no reason? Wait a minute.
Because you started saying I was doing childish arguments. You were being real there, though.
Wait,
you were acting childish there. Talk about what? The Flashcast thing? No, debate. I wasn't a part of it.
So what's your point exactly?
Because that was childish. You started saying that I'm acting childish. I pointed out, well, that was uber childish. You and Flash were both acting childish.
So in the context of the Flashcast situation, I was interrupting him on purpose. I was trying to be annoying on purpose. That was the whole point.
Yeah, that's childish.
Because well, listen. When you get to a point where you're being interrupted frequently on a stream, and it's like you just can't get your point out. It's like, I'm gonna play the same game that you play in that case. It's if you want to call it childish, I guess you can, but.
You were both acting childish. That's how I see it. You both were uber freaking drunk, and you needed somebody sober there to break it up because you guys were both acting like petulant children.
Flash is an angry drunk. In art, it's objective. I don't know what that means. I think this person's getting taken out of context. Have you ever argued objectivity? How can you even argue objectivity in art? I agree. I don't know. I don't know how that is. Look. I know you have your issues with the Flashcast debate, and I disagree with all of them. But what do you want to talk about? What exactly do you want to talk about with that?
What? I just brought it up because you started saying that I was I brought it up because you started saying I was being childish and my arguments are childish when I said you act childish as well. That's why I brought it up. I don't need to go any further.
So What exactly is childish about it, though?
The way you started saying flash, 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 flash. I also pointed out Flash was acting childish.
Yeah, but if I was hyper aware of what I was doing, like what's
you were still acting childish.
By doing what?
By acting like a moron on the internet. Uber moron on the internet and getting into a fight.
I didn't get into a fight.
You got into a fight on Flashcast.
No, I didn't get into a fight. I was interrupted and then kicked from a stream.
You got into a fight on Flashcast.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Now, you've called me out on this a couple times. I would like to hear what you have to say about it since you're on the stream.
I've been told not to go any further.
By who?
I'm not allowed to say.
What? What does that mean? Wait, what's going on?
I'll put it in.
What? Wait, are you whispering to somebody? Wait, what is happening? Hello?
Give me a moment.
I don't care. I don't mind talking about it. I know you have a problem with it.
I have a problem mainly because of the effect that it potentially had on Bug. That's why I had a problem.
Oh, so you had a problem with? Oh my god! Nobody knows who that person is. I feel like so. I don't even. Should we even not even have this conversation?
Yeah, we should probably not have this.
Bug is Flash's.
We really shouldn't have this conversation.
Bug is Flash's editor. Bug is Flash's editor, and Dermy was upset because Flash said he was going to cancel Flashcast, and Bug was going to lose his job, which is not even true. Okay, Bug does all the Bug does Flash's channel videos. And by the way, I think Flashcast isn't it happening right now?
Yeah, they came back basically 2 weeks later. Yeah, but at the time we didn't know. That's why we were pissed.
Yeah, but don't you think
because we were seeing a friend potentially lose their job?
Yeah, cringe. To me, Lofti fighting everyone is peak Flashcast. Wasn't that fun, guys? That was fun. Yeah, who cares? I don't know. This is
who the fuck cares? I care because
Flash has an editor
potentially losing a job.
But why was it my fault?
Because you went down that whole rabbit hole and you two ended up
wait. Why was it my fault that Bug potentially lost his job?
Because Flash was debating just canceling Flashcast altogether.
But isn't that Flash's fault? I didn't cancel Flashcast. Isn't that Flash's fault?
How many times, dude? It's not just Flash's fault. You played into a part of it. He could just
kick me. Yeah, but he could just kick me and continue Flashcast. What did I do to jeopardize Bug's job? Doesn't make any sense.
We've been over this time and time again on Twitter. We don't need to continue down this hole.
I mean, I'm okay with talking about it. I don't know why you're not. Like, it's
Did you not check private chat?
Lofty, go. Wait, private chat.
Check private chat.
Oh, so you're muzzled. That's kind of cringe. Lofty, go fornicate yourself with a spiked dildo. Sumo hates me. This whole argument is null. Yeah, Lofty, you contributed. He did kick you, and you tried to get him banned in the chat. No, I didn't. I didn't try to get him banned. You can't get banned by saying the word Islam. It's impossible. Yeah, Lofty saying that Lofty being kicked from Flashcast is what canceled is a little silly. What happened is both their fault, and the result is definitely more on Flash for not getting over it. Exactly. There's an objective purpose to this argument. I love hate with leaning towards hate because you're impossible. Holy shit. I can't read some of these. I don't understand what this person's trying to say.
Sumo's being Sumo and Sumo's being my man.
Look, I didn't do anything that was trying to get his channel banned. He made all of it up. He made all of it up. He fabricated it. Because I said the F slur, he decided that was suddenly against the rules, even though he's been saying that for the past year, like dozens of times on stream. Suddenly that, I I'm the one who has to follow some specific set of rules about which words I can't say. And only me, by the way. Not Drex, not Nick, not Anna, not Flash. They can all say the words, but if I say the word, if I say the F slur, or if I say the word Islam, somehow I'm trying to get his channel banned. It doesn't make any sense.
Because there's rules on YouTube that I don't fully understand yet either. I don't know the whole backstory because, from my understanding, you potentially heard another channel that he was associated with. That's why it went into that. That's why that all happened. That's why the whole freak out happened.
Yeah, but it's not his channel. It's not his channel. It's somebody else's channel.
But they re-upload his stuff, and he doesn't have a problem with that. But they got hit with it.
And what they're talking about is when I was criticizing the Islamic religion, I have never been shown evidence that that's why the stream was banned. I don't even know that's correct, to be honest. Do you know how many channels criticize Islam? Hundreds of them. It doesn't make any sense why you can't do that. Of course you can do that on YouTube. I see it all the time. All the time. I did it on Ethan Van Sciver's stream. I went on Ethan Van Sciver's stream, said the same thing that I said on Flashcast, and he didn't get banned. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think you're siding with somebody who was upset because they maybe might have lost an argument, and it was it just didn't look good for them, so they had to find a scapegoat. But
that sounds like a conspiracy.
Wait. Somebody said, "Why am I not saying it here?" What do you mean the words faggot and fuck Islam? Is that what you mean? So why aren't you saying it here? Why am I not saying?
I think that's
faggot and fuck Islam?
Well, you weren't originally, and now you are.
So okay. I just had to make sure.
I
just had to make sure what he was talking about. Objectively, you can be critical of Islam. Yes, that's correct. Why won't you say the gamer word? Well, you can't say the gamer word. That's true. I've never said that. Based, LO eat shit sumo. Yeah, like I don't know what people are so afraid of. Like it doesn't make any sense because it's so obvious at this point that like people are coping, and it's like I understand. No, I understand your connections to some of these people, and like you want to like die on this hill, and it's kind of a little bit embarrassing, but I get it.
Embarrassing because you want to stand beside a friend, and you saw a friend potentially lose his job.
No, that's not my fault. It's Flash's fault. He's the one who
just said it was embarrassing to do that.
Yeah, but why would you go?
You were saying that it was embarrassing because it looks like you played a part in that all. I didn't have access to Flash.
Anybody with a brain knows I didn't play a part in it. I didn't do anything differently than anybody else has ever done on Flashcast. You're the one who's acting as though something that I did on Flashcast was controversial or something. And it's like, oh, you almost got Flash's editor banned. It's like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Almost got Flash's editor to lose a job because Flash could have been out of a channel because there is eyes on Flash.
But what did I do specifically?
You said the F slur.
What's the
you went
so does everybody else on stream.
But I've never actually seen them do it. I think I've seen Anna do it a handful of times on the Jack show. I haven't seen it on Flashcast.
You've got to be absolutely.
I'm not joking.
You are such a dumb fucking liar. I'll make a video tomorrow. I'll come up.
Okay, make a video tomorrow. I don't care. I haven't seen it.
If you want me to, I'll come up with examples. Okay, Dermy thinks nobody's ever said faggot on Flashcast except me that one time.
I said
that is
I
the
don't
dumbest
know.
thing I've ever heard in my life.
I said I don't know. Where
okay,
did I say I don't believe it?
I know you don't know.
But you just said I was lying and that I don't believe it.
Was to ruin Flashcast editor. Yeah, objectively evil. This is funny. Karen Wormy. Flash is I don't know what Flash doing a big con. Oh, hi Groomer Drunk 3PO. I don't know where do you come from?
Hey, Groomer Drunk 3PO.
Yeah, what's going on? Anyway, this is Sketch. I think I have heard people say fag 3 times on Flashcast, but I think Lofty was 2 of those. Dude, Drex says it all the time. Nick says it all the time. Anna says it all the time. Flash says it. Flash said it 5 seconds after I did.
Nick says it though primarily over on.
Wait, Dermy, you're just wrong. You're just wrong.
Rumble, though.
Dermy, you're just wrong. I called Flash a faggot, and 5 seconds later he goes, "No, you're a faggot." Literally in the same clip. How can you possibly have missed that? Like, how did you miss that?
No, I didn't miss it.
Well, you just said you've never heard anyone say that word except me. You're just lying. You're lying.
I'm not lying.
Okay.
Outside of that night, I haven't heard very many people ever actually say it on Flashcast. Anyway, besides maybe Anna.
The point is, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. Lofty, remember when you dropped the F slur against Flash during the Multiverse of Madness stream? Yeah, and I remember when Anna dropped the F slur. Called
against
me a faggot.
You.
Yeah, I love Anna, by the way. I love Anna. Yeah, to anyone saying Lofty tried to hurt the channel, I would ask, how can he be raging over trying to prove it isn't bannable and also be trying to use it?
But it is bannable. Like, those are bannable words.
Well, then why does everybody else say the word?
I don't know.
Because nobody cares. And the only reason that I'm not allowed to say it is because he was losing an argument. It's so obvious. Everybody understands this.
I didn't even see the argument. I only saw the fallout on Twitter. And then I heard that they were debating canceling Flashcast altogether and Bug would be out of the job. That's why I got angry.
No. Words are banned.
Yes, there are banned words on YouTube. Are you freaking retarded?
Classic W Lofty moment. Hail Lofty. Hey, what's up? What's up, Odin? I don't know, man. I don't know. This is really cringe.
Yeah.
It's cringe. So, do you have anything else to add about? Wait, hold on. Do you have anything else to add about
objectivity and all that stuff?
I'm trying to find the tweet. Wait, where the fuck did it go?
Which one? You're a contrarian?
Yeah. Do you have anything else to add about M3GAN or the conversation? Like, do you want to clarify anything?
No. I pretty much worked out. I have another stream I actually have to get on.
Oh, okay. All right, buddy. Well, thanks for joining. Mm-hmm. Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Okay. Bye.
Wait, what is it? Saturday night? What's streaming?
Vet's talking. That's a newer channel.
Okay.
Soldier Spirits channel.
Have fun.
Yep.
Bye.
Have a good one. Bye.
Chat. Lofty can't cringe about TV shows because he needs to save that energy to clinch his booty when his uncle is horny. Flash lost his cool calling Lofty an F slur first. Lofty responded in defending himself and he got butthurt. Not to mention Yellow Flash was very salty towards Lofty before he got invited on. Yeah, like people don't understand this. It's funny. You're another just some guy. Good riddance. Go away. Fade into insignificance. Drop your hit piece to burn the bridge for good. Do you know how many times people have said that I'm another just some guy and I'm still here? It's kind of funny. The reason just some guy failed and I didn't is because he didn't cultivate a fan base or a following of people who were nuanced and who will, well, actually, he was also very accusatory towards anyone who disagreed with him, and he basically called them like idiots and shit. And he got very political. Got very, very, very political. Totally different kind of conversation. I don't like having to come here to insult Lofty. Why didn't you grovel like the beta you are and ask for forgiveness? Why didn't you grovel like the beta you are and ask for forgiveness from Flash? Okay. Why would I do that? Yeah. It's funny when people go to other channels to defend the honor of whores that don't care about them. I don't know, guys. I wanted to talk about Dermy's issues with, because you guys don't know, but he's just constantly retweeting me, and it's just like this guy has an issue with me. And for some reason, a lot of people think I'm a contrarian. It's like, look. I hated Wanda. I hated the second half of WandaVision. I hated Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I hated Boba Fett. I hated Obi-Wan. I hated, what was the other? I don't even like The Mandalorian. It's like, I have, I don't know. Like, these people are just like every once in a blue moon, I'll have a bad take like that. I don't know, like M3GAN. Like, I'll give M3GAN a bad review, and they'll just forget about all the shit that they like. They'll be like, oh, Lofty likes. Oh, no. Like, I'll like Moon Knight, okay? Because I actually did like Moon Knight, and they'll be like, oh, Lofty simps for Disney Plus. And it's like, no, I don't. No, I don't simp. That's the only Disney Plus show that I like. And it's like, these people are just, they can't cope with somebody disagreeing with them, so they have to fabricate some kind of straw man. It's cringe. And then they come on and he folded on the contrarian argument, like immediately. He was just like, well, I like to shit post. I like to shit post. I'm not actually serious. And then his objectivity argument fell apart. Like, it doesn't even make any sense. Flash was using Lofty and waiting for a reason to start this mess and have to pretend a reason to ban Lofty. Yeah. I don't know about that. No, that's I don't know about that. I mean, no. I had a good time on that show. I just think he's wrong about that interaction. Because I do know two people that I was acquainted with in a friend group that I stopped talking to for their terrible takes. Oh, I've actually talked to you, so I feel like I can give you an objectively correct opinion that you don't talk like someone who is a contrarian. Well, that's because I'm not a contrarian. I'm honest with my opinions. If I don't like something, I'm going to say I don't like it. Also, it's very obvious why I don't like M3GAN. Look, guys, M3GAN is a very normie horror movie. It's very normie. It's PG-13. It's Blumhouse, which, like, you know, they all very often will appeal to people that are like kind of casual horror fans. And if you go to my horror, like, this is my essential horror list, okay? You could just tell that I'm not going to like M3GAN. Watch. I don't have any movies that are like of that quality on my list. Like, I'm a big fan of Cronenberg, like David Cronenberg, David Lynch, John Carpenter. Like, that's just like, I prefer more artistic, aesthetic horror movies that push boundaries, like Silence of the Lambs, like The Shining, like Martyrs, The Fly is a disgusting movie, like, you know, The Thing, The Wailing. Like, I like horror movies that push boundaries and are creative. M3GAN, to me, is made for like 14-year-old boys. Like, it doesn't do anything innovative. It just doesn't. I don't know. I mean, it's not my kind of horror movie. I'm not being a contrarian. Like, you can just look at my favorite horror movies and be like, well, actually, it kind of makes sense why he doesn't like M3GAN. I don't fucking know, guys. Every person I talked to, I'd consider a contrarian. They were one-uppers, went out of their way to make fun of people for liking things. Look, there's people. Look, guys. There's people who like. Let me find this list. Let me go to my top 100. I've talked to people who will make fun of you if you like a popular movies. Okay, this is a common thing. Now, a lot of the times you'll find this in like snobby film circles, like film elitist, like, you know, people are like, you like Lord of the Rings, you like Steven Spielberg movies, normie. You know what I mean? Like they'll be like if something's popular, they won't like it. And people will objectively excuse me. Hold on a second. I have the flu, by the way. People will be like, I only like movies that are obscure and weird. It's like, well, that's not who I am. Like, look, Alien and Jurassic Park are in my top 10 all-time favorite movies. Like, clearly I'm not a contrarian. Jurassic Park is one of the most popular movies of all time. And same with Kill Bill and Princess Mononoke and Lord of the Rings. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. These people that they just don't know how to they don't know how to like be normal. Very autistic. Very autistic. Well, Twitter is very autistic. Like, holy shit. Anyway, guys, I don't know. What's going on here. Terminator 2 is your favorite? That's a good one. That's a good one. I feel like Dermy's idea of objectively bad is just comparing a creator's intent with the status quo of the franchise. Couldn't explain why The Room is bad other than it's obviously bad. Yeah, his argument is just nonsensical and it's all over the place. Twitter's kind of boring. Yeah, I understand. I swear, if I see another person saying, I don't know a single person who watched Avatar 2. Dude, that's such a meme. Wait, look at this. Look at this. I've seen this a trillion times on Twitter. Look, let me find it. Hold on, let me find it. This is wild. Okay. I'm telling you, this is like a meme. Everybody just copies and pastes it all over the place. I don't know a single person who has seen this movie. Okay. I don't know what they're trying to say exactly. I think they're copying and pasting it because I've seen it like a million times. And Chris Cole knows what I'm talking about. Okay, Avatar 2 is the 5th highest grossing movie of all time. What are you trying to say that they're faking the numbers or something? Like what are you saying? Like, why didn't you say this about Top Gun? Like, I don't understand what people like. What's the agenda here? Obviously, and then I said, I know like 40 people who have seen it because it's true. Friends, listen to this. My friends, like my IRL friends, people I'm in group chats with, people I play games with online, people I stream with. I could probably list like 40. I know I could because I counted it. I could list like 40 people who've seen it. Like, what does this mean? I don't know a single person who's seen this movie. What does that even mean? Like, it's like virtue. It's almost like virtue signaling. It's like, I don't even know, guys. It's so cringe. It's number 4 now. Yeah, I think it might be. Everyone in my office department went and saw Avatar 2. Yeah, like I don't know what are these people trying to say? Yeah, I don't know. I just don't understand it. No, look, Dermy and me have been beefing for a while. I wanted to have him on. I wanted to talk to him about it. He kind of got a little bit autistic and freaked out a little bit. But, you know, he came on. I respect it. But I don't know. I just like, I don't know. Yeah. Also, it sounded like he was muzzled and I like didn't want to talk about a lot of stuff. I don't know what the hell is happening. People don't want to talk about Flashcast. I love Pacific Rim and Grizzly. I like the Grizzly Man. I don't know what Grizzly is. Grizzly Man is a great documentary. It has to pass. Passes to see it early. Hard pass. I cried the whole. I cried with the whales flashback. Look, I liked Avatar 2. I liked it. I'm trying to go back and read some chats. Anyway, guys, thanks for sticking around. Everyone in my okay. I don't know, man. Everything Everywhere All at Once returned to the theaters this weekend. Yes, go see it. It's great. It's great. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Well, actually, we can do this. I'll just do this. I'll end the stream with this. My favorite movies of 2022. If you haven't seen any of these top 10 movies, guys, you got to go watch them. Got to go watch them. Got to go watch Banshees of Inisherin. Please watch this movie. It's so fucking good. It's so good. It's going to win Best Picture. I have Avatar in my top 10. I just do. Grizzly is Jaws ripoff. Oh, okay. I like Pinocchio, guys. I thought it was fantastic. Yeah, I also agree. Avatar 1 was just average, probably like a 6 out of 10, maybe. I mean, the story, the visuals are still great, but I don't know, guys. It's unfortunate because Epic Mike was supposed to come on and talk about M3GAN, but he never was able to show. The worst movie I've seen this year is Spirited. I hate this movie. It's dumb. It's just stupid. I also hated the Adam Project. Ryan Reynolds had a terrible year. Oh my god. Spirited and the Adam Project. What is he doing? Oh my god. And then Thor Love and Thunder. That is a terrible bottom 3. Holy shit. I don't know. Just couldn't get into Pinocchio. Oh, it's so wholesome. Yeah, Adam Project did suck. It did. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Adam Project was garbage. He's just collecting a paycheck. Yeah, what the fuck, guys? You got one of those mystery movie tickets that Regal Cinema for free, realized it was going to be Spirited and then didn't go. Yeah. And it's bad. My mom was like, "You want to watch this holiday movie?" And I was like, "Okay." No, you know what everybody's let me you know what everybody's talking about right now? This movie. This is hype right now. Let me find it. I'm not going to play the whole trailer because I'll get copyright strike. But look at this. This is called Infinity Pool. Okay. This is a new horror movie by David Cronenberg's son, Brandon Cronenberg. So David Cronenberg directed The Fly. Well, we can look it up here. David Cronenberg directed The Fly, Videodrome, History of Violence, Dead Ringers, Scanners, Eastern Promises, Dead Zone, Dangerous Method, Rabid, The Brood, bunch of fucking great, incredible horror movies. One of the probably the best horror director of all time, if I'm being serious. Anyway, his son Brandon Cronenberg is, I don't know, he's off to a phenomenal start, and he's done 2 films. One of them is called Possessor, which is a masterpiece, and then this one came out yesterday. Okay, sadly, I don't think I got the audio for this. Alexander Skarsgård, the guy from The Northman. Um, wait, hold on. I gotta do this. I gotta get the audio. I gotta get the audio. I can't get the. I don't know. Streamlabs sucks ass. Sorry, never mind. I can't figure it out. But we'll just do this. I just want to show you some of this here. And keep in mind, this is Brandon Cronenberg. This looks creepy. I don't know. So that's the chick from Pearl, by the way. She's really good. Anyway, I recommend it. I recommend it. I'm gonna go watch it probably as soon as I'm stop being sick. I have the flu, guys. Looks better than Glass Onion. Yeah, I finally see myself on screen when I watch Velma. I am a gross Indian lesbian. Stellan Skarsgård was one of my favorites. Look, guys. If you like horror movies, like I want to go back to this list again. Follow me on Letterboxd. I'm telling you. I have good taste in horror movies. Oh, this is the movie I was talking about, Possessor. Brandon Cronenberg. This is David Cronenberg's son. This movie is wild. Crazy movie. Absolutely crazy movie. I recommend it. Came out in 2020. Like, this is a good horror movie. M3GAN is just boring. Oh my god. I don't know, man. Oh, you do follow me, Josh. That's right. Yeah, thanks, Random Waffle. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream, Josh. I'm gonna end the stream soon. Thanks for joining, guys. Stellan Skarsgård was one of your faves. Excuse me. Stellan Skarsgård was great in Dune. Dune Chapter 1. He was Vladimir Harkonnen, the fat guy. Fucking awesome. No, Stellan Skarsgård is really good. He's really good. Shivers. It's a good horror movie. But I don't know, guys. I highly recommend The Fly. This is my favorite. This is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. David Cronenberg, Jeff Goldblum. If you haven't seen it, you have to. It's the equivalent of not watching Psycho or like The Exorcist or The Thing. Like, it's up there. Or Alien. If you ever like, can you imagine if somebody's like never seen? Look, can you imagine somebody who's never seen Alien and they're like, what horror movie should I watch? And they're like, well, have you seen Alien? They're like, no, I've never seen it. Well, this is like the number one horror movie you should watch. I put The Fly up there, guys. Like, I'm sorry. It just is. It just is. And The Thing is really fucking good. The Exorcist is phenomenal. Anyway, guys, well, there you go, JC. All right, have a good night, Frank. Better start absorbing some chicken soup. Yeah, I know. Thanks, Serranos. I appreciate it. He was great in Dune. I agree, Flaccid. Oh, you saw it? Oh, you saw Infinity Pool? Oh, I'm excited. Buddy. See you, Chris. Anyway, guys. All right. Well, I don't know if that was a productive debate or not. To me, that was cringe. It was like arguing with a brick wall. Like, I couldn't get through to the guy. I couldn't do it. It was like impossible. It's like somebody saying, the sun revolves. It's like arguing with a flat earther. Like, I don't understand it. Like, you can't do it. You just can't do it. All right, peace out, Sketch. Good night. Uncommon Lofty W. Anyway, all right, chat. Well, you know what? Next week, when I'm not sick, I'm gonna try to have on Camelot. I'm gonna try to have on some other people. Charles Bastard wants to come on and talk about old school video games. If you guys like old video games, tune in for that stream. Dude, the reason came around, he was pro Flashcast and it became obvious. Yeah, people are just like triggered by my existence. There's no need, by the way. Dermy Wormy was right on this one. Well, okay. Well, that's fine. That's fine if you agree with that. He wasn't understanding the objectivity concept. Yeah, it's wild to me that somebody can think that objectivity exists. Like, it's just so crazy to me. I don't understand it. I mean, you can subvert a genre of something, but horror movies are subverted all the time, and some of them are good. Anyway, all right, chat. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.